Hey everybody, I'm Holly, aka the Q-ANut, and welcome to the second part of the QAnon Wikipedia article reading. Now, as you may see in the background, I have some stuff left over from my Scientology unboxing. I will put the link in the channel to the description. Link to the channel in the description, sorry about that, as well as the Discord links to it. If you guys want to check that out, feel free. It'd be awesome to have you on Scientology and QAnon. So, let's get started with influence of 4chan culture.
The investigative journalism website Bellingcat has called /HTG or general threads on the poll board of 4chan the missing link between Pizzagate and QAnon. Instead of focusing on a limited supply of email material to comb through, the /HTG culture allowed users to actively participate in the imagined storylines. A key /HTG poster was Anonymous 5, also known as Frank, who claimed to be a child prostitution investigator. But the lack of a coherent narrative was a constraint on the HTG trend, and it never achieved Pizzagate's popularity.
Maybe I'll see if I can take a look at HTG later.
The main tenets of the QAnon ideology were already present at 4chan before Q's appearance, including claims that Hillary Clinton was directly involved in a payroll, that Robert Mueller was secretly working with Trump, and that large-scale military tribunals were imminent. His posts specifically targeted individuals who were highly hated in the community beforehand, namely Clinton, Barack Obama, and George Soros. Bellingcat says that the idea of the storm was copied from another poster named Victory of the Light, who predicted the, quote, event in which mass televised arrests of the cabal were forthcoming.
So I had no idea originally that the storm was from another poster and didn't come from Q originally. That's pretty fascinating, and I'd be interested in learning about more about this user.
Previous Anons. In its most basic sense, an Anon is an anonymous or pseudonymous internet poster. The concept of Anons, quote, doing research and claiming to disclose otherwise classified information, while a key component of the QAnon conspiracy theory, is by no means exclusive to it. Q is preceded by so-called Anons who also claim to have special government access. On July 2nd, 2016, the anonymous poster FBI Anon, a self-described high-level analyst and strategist who claimed to have intimate knowledge of the inner workings of the Clinton case, began posting false information about the 2016 investigation into the Clinton Foundation and claimed that Hillary Clinton would be imprisoned if Trump became president. Around that time, HLI Anon, standing for High Level Insider Anon, hosted long question and answer sessions dispensing various conspiracy theories, including that Princess Diana was murdered after trying to stop the September 11th attacks.
That's kind of funny that they just mixed two of them together like that.
Soon after the 2016 United States elections, two anonymous posters, CIA Anon and CIA Intern, falsely claimed to be high-ranking Central Intelligence Agency officers, and in late August 2017, WH Insider Anon offered a supposed preview that something that was going to go down regarding leaks that would affect the Democratic Party.
Now I want to see about all these different posters because I'm interested in learning about all the crap that they spewed.
Origin and spread. A 4chan user named Q Patriot first appeared on the site's poll board.
Now, mind you, poll stands for politically incorrect.
On October 28, 2017, posting in a thread titled Calm Before the Storm, a phrase Trump had previously used to describe a gathering of American military leaders he attended. The storm later became QAnon parlance for an imminent event in which thousands of alleged suspects would be arrested, imprisoned, and executed for being The poster's username implied that they held Q clearance, a United States Department of Energy security clearance required to access top-secret information on nuclear weapons and materials.
So why they used Q and said that they knew stuff about what was going on in the White House is kind of... Basically, I don't know why that wasn't a big red flag at the beginning.
Q's first post said that Hillary Clinton was about to be arrested, which would cause massive unrest and be followed by numerous other arrests. A second message was posted a few hours later saying that Clinton was being detained, though not arrested yet, and that Trump was planning to remove criminal rogue elements. The post also alluded cryptically to George Soros, Huma Abedin, and Operation Mockingbird. Many other messages followed. Q's activity surged in November, with most posts expanding upon previous theories about Hillary Clinton. Other conspiracy theories were later added, notably involving Barack Obama, Saudi Arabia, or Iran. An internet community soon developed around interpreting and analyzing posts attributed to Q, and several of these conspiracy theorists became minor celebrities within the community. Followers started looking for clues that would confirm their beliefs, including in the most commonplace phrases and occurrences. In November 2017, Trump sipping water from a bottle was interpreted as a secret sign that the mass arrests would soon take place.
And this is something that I love about people who are into conspiracy theories is I want to understand their mindset when it comes to connecting seemingly unrelated events. So, for example, how does Trump sipping water interpret as a secret sign? I heard some people mention the color tie that he wore. Obviously, a bunch of stuff around the number 17 and Q and whatnot. But it's just crazy that the dots that they put together that I don't really think can be put together.
Though QAnon immediately integrated Pizzagate's theory of secret operated by the elite, it went much further by implying a worldwide cabal and by incorporating events from various other conspiracies. One of the earlier rumors spread by QAnon followers was that such figures as Hillary Clinton, her daughter Chelsea, and Senator John McCain had already been arrested and indicted, and were wearing ankle monitoring bracelets during their public appearances. In the following months, the QAnon community helped spread other rumors such as the Frazzle Drip theory, which purported the existence of a video showing Hillary Clinton and Huma Abedin
I love how people believe this stuff, but they've never even seen the video because it doesn't exist.
In November 2017, Paul Ferber, Coleman Rogers, and Tracy Diaz, two 4chan moderators and a YouTuber respectively, worked together to promote QAnon to a wider audience. This involved setting up the r/cbts_stream subreddit, where subscribers came to talk about QAnon. The subreddit was permanently closed in March 2018 due to incitement of violence and posting private information. QAnon spread to other social media, including Twitter and YouTube. Rogers and his wife, Christina Urso, launched Patriot's Soapbox, a YouTube live stream dedicated to QAnon, which they used to solicit donations. U.S. Representative Lauren Boebert was a guest on the channel. Also, in November 2017, posts by Q moved to 8chan, with Q citing concerns that the 4chan board had been infiltrated. Therefore, Q posted only on 8chan. In August of 2019, 8chan was shut down after it was connected with the El Paso shooting and other violent incidents. Followers of QAnon then moved to N-chan until 8chan was restored under the name 8kun. QAnon first received attention from mainstream press in November 2017. Newsweek called it Pizzagate on steroids. Gossip columnist Liz Crokin, a Pizzagate follower, was one of the first public figures to embrace QAnon and become one of the movement's most prominent influencers. Television host Sean Hannity and entertainer Roseanne Barr spread news about it to their social media followers in early 2018, and the conspiracy theory gained traction on the mainstream right. At this time, InfoWars host and far-right conspiracy theorist Alex Jones claimed to be in personal contact with Q.
Really now? Holy shit.
This led to the presence en masse of QAnon followers at a July 2018 Trump rally for the midterm elections in Tampa, Florida, the first visible presence of the QAnon movement at Trump rallies. Some Christian pastors introduced their congregations to QAnon ideas,
such as Greg Locke, who has recently lost his tax-exempt status.
The Indiana-based Omega Kingdom Ministry tried to combine QAnon and Christianity, with Q posts and Bible quotes both read during church services.
Now, this shows you how much of a cult it is when they're comparing Q to the Bible.
Some Christians, such as Pastor Derek Kubelis, call QAnon heresy, but most U.S. pastors have not taken a stand against it. More generally, QAnon's rise coincided with increasing radicalization and violent episodes in American far-right movements. QAnon-related merchandise was widely available on Amazon's online marketplace in 2018. QAnon, An Invitation to the Great Awakening, a book said to be authored by a group of 12 QAnon followers, neared the top of Amazon's bestsellers list in 2019, possibly through algorithmic manipulation. Also in 2019, QAnon blogger Neon Revolt, an alias of former aspiring screenwriter Robert Cornero Jr., self-published the book Revolution Q, the story of QAnon and the Second American Revolution, which became an influential text among the QAnon community and was also distributed by Amazon. In 2020, Politico noted that 100 titles associated with QAnon were available on Amazon Marketplace in many different languages and with generally positive reviews. QAnon-related merchandise was also available on Etsy and Teespring, and pages relating to the conspiracy theory. QAnon-related merchandise was also available on Etsy and Teespring, and pages related to the QAnon conspiracy were on Patreon and GoFundMe. Sites dedicated to aggregating the Q posts, also called drops or Q drops, became essential for their dissemination and spread. QMAP was the most popular and famous aggregator run by a pseudonymous developer and overall key QAnon figure known as QAPP-ANut. But QMAP shut down shortly after the fact-checking website Logically posted a September 2020 report that theorized that QAPP-ANut was a New Jersey-based security analyst named Jason Galanis. Multiple online communities were created around QAnon. In 2020, Facebook conducted an internal investigation which revealed that the social network hosted thousands of QAnon-themed groups and pages with millions of members and following. In 2020, Facebook conducted an internal investigation which revealed that the social media network hosted thousands of QAnon-themed groups and pages with millions of members and followers. According to Reuters, Russian-backed social media accounts promoted early QAnon claims as early as November or December 2017. In 2018, Time called Q one of the 25 most influential people on the internet. Russian government-funded Russian state media such as RT and Sputnik have amplified the conspiracy theory since 2019, citing QAnon as evidence that the U.S. is riven by internal strife and division. In 2021, a report from the Soufan Center, a research group focused on national security, found that 1/5 of 166,820 QAnon posts in the U.S. between January 2020 and February 2021 originated in foreign countries, primarily Russia and China, and that China was the primary foreign actor touting QAnon narratives online. The far-right Falun Gong-associated Epoch Media Group, including the Epoch Times, has also been a major promoter of the conspiracy theory. University of Southern California professor and data scientist Emilio Ferrara found that about 25% of accounts that use QAnon hashtags, retweet InfoWars, or had retweeted One American News Network are bots.
That's cool. I actually want to see that study. So let's see what we get. The next generation bots interfering with the U.S. election. Huh. That's actually really cool to see. Well, not cool, but you know what I mean. So, either way, I know this was a longer video. Thank you guys for sticking around if you did. Thanks for listening, and we're going to keep diving into this QAnon rabbit hole. Like if you like the video, dislike if you don't. I don't really care. Comment with your feedback or questions, good, bad, or sideways, and subscribe to be kept up to date on future content. I will, like I said before, I'll put the link for the Q-ANut Discord, Scientology Discord, and Scientology channel in the description below. Thank you all for watching or listening, and I'll talk to all of you later. See ya.